Hi guys, we are doing lesson number 126. This one right here. And this is going to be adding and subtracting and multiplying using a number line. So you're going to be looking at number sentences in a different way. I'm going to show you an addition one, a subtraction one, a multiplication example, and then I'm going to do the 2 on 126A and B. Those are both number 2 on 126A and B. So I'm going to start out by reminding you about what a number line is. So you see arrows on either side, and that just means that they are continuing. Numbers go through infinity on the positive and on the negative. The first number sentence we're going to look at is 3 plus 5. And so when I write that number sentence, I know that 3 plus 5 equals 8. With all number sentences, what you start at before you even have the problem is you start at 0. So for this number sentence, we're going to start at 0 on the number line, which is right here. And we're going to show it by using arrows to increase. So at 0, I'm going to go to 3. And how much am I adding to it? I'm adding 5. So I'm going to count up 5 on the number line. And my answer will be 8. So my final arrow is going to point at the number 8 because that is the sum of 3 plus 5. So that is how you would show this on a number line. I'm actually going to show you one more addition one just to show you that we're going to start with 2 plus 6 equals 8. So here I'm still going to start at 0. And I'm going to go to 2 because that's the first number in my number sentence. And then I'm going to add 6 to it. So my arrow is going to point to 8 because that is my answer. When I do a subtraction problem, that's what I'm going to switch to now. Subtraction, you're going to be taking away. So you're going to be moving from 0 to the right to show what number you're starting with. So in this number sentence, the first one, I'm going to do 8 minus 6. And for 8 minus 6, I can solve and get 2. Well, how would that look on a number line? So I started 0 just like with the addition. And my first number is 8, so I'm actually going to go all the way to 8. And I'm going to be taking away 6. So I will be moving to the left towards the 0, taking away 6. My answer is going to be 2. So my final arrow is going to land on the 2. And I'm actually going to do it underneath to show that. So it's going to the right, and then it's moving back to the left for a subtraction problem. I'll show you one more subtraction, and then we'll do a multiplication problem. All right, this subtraction problem is going to be 5 minus 2. And I'm going to start at 0, go to 5, and then I'm taking away 2. So if I show you before I come up with the answer to this, the answer that I land on is 3, and 5 minus 2 equals 3. So let's move to multiplication. The multiplication, these number lines only go to 10 when counted out. So the first one I'm going to show you, our answer is going to be kind of low, because it has to be. And just switch colors. So we're going to do 4 times 2. And when I have 4 times 2, there is a difference of, do I have 4 2s or 2 4s? And because the 4 is first, I have 4 groups of 2. So it's going to kind of look like a bunny rabbit hopping from 0. And I'm counting by 2s because it's 4 groups of 2. So I'm going to have 4 arches to show that I got there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 2 equals 8. All right, I'm going to show you one more multiplication. Oh, my paper bled through. So you're going to have to look through, look for the purple. So this one is going to be 3 times 3. So I have 3 groups of 3. Here I'm going to start at 0. And I'm going to count 3, 6, 9. All right? All right. So let's look at number 2 on 126A. And it's after you have to do all the temperatures at the top, putting them in order from least to greatest. Let me pick a new color for that so you can see, since it bled through. I'm sorry. So it says, write a number sentence for this picture. So it actually gives you the number line rather than the number sentence. So it shows you with an arrow going from 0 to 10 first. So 10 is your first number because that's your top arrow. So 10, and then it's going back down to the left. How many is it taking away? It shows that the arrow is pointed on the 4. So that is actually your answer. 4 is your answer. Where the arrow lands in the end is the answer. So what have we taken away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that number sentence for that is 10 minus 6 equals 4. Okay, on the back side, number 2, 126B. Write a number sentence for this picture. And so it shows an arrow from 0 to 4. And then from 4, oh, I went too far. I'll make a giant arrow to 7. And what is that number sentence showing? Then it's only continuing up to increasing. It goes from 0 to 4, so the first number that the arrow is pointing to is 4. So we have 4 plus how many? If I count between them, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 equals, and the final arrow is on 7. So that is 4 plus 3 equals 7. Okay? You guys send me a message if you have any questions or any confusion. And have a good Wednesday.